Hello everybody and welcome back to Train Simulator 2016. Better read this message before it disappears. Good afternoon driver. You'll be taking the 1 Alpha 44 from London Victoria to Gatwick non-stop. And it managed to go before finishing it off. Anyway, we're going to be driving this, the Class 73. I'll just go out and show you. There it is, this beautiful engine. Recently purchased in the Steam sale. The Steam sale is summer sale is currently going on at the moment as well. So if you haven't bought anything yet, if you fancy buying anything in it at the moment, I'd recommend you to go over to it now. And if you fancy anything from Train Simulator, go over to it now and purchase something now, as you can get some stuff very good deals at the moment. We're going to be running this train on its electric motor instead of its diesel one. That's why I've just turned off the engines for the diesel. I suppose... No, wrong button. There we go, that's what we want. Let's get it ready in the electric mode. You can see a Gatwick Express train coming in on the other side. I've been wanting to get this for a while, a Class 73 in the Gatwick Express colours and set to run along. It's been one of those trains that I've always fancied to have on Train Simulator, just not able, just never really had it, like purchased it since it came out. Right, as we got the green light, I suppose we will take full advantage of it. Even the time did say depart at 12:05. Wait till 12:05. There it is. Alright, let's make a move. Oh, some randomly. Come on. There we go. I was going to say some random reason the electric motor is not running, but now it is. Of course, I set it into going before taking the DRA. This off. The DRA off. The driver reminder. And taking it off because of course I had it on at the time. Just because it wouldn't make the train do anything. So this not show up. This is using a scenario that is on Steam Workshop. I will be having the link in the description of this scenario. I was going to use the scenarios that came with the game, this train itself, and I thought, well, you know, it won't have all the realistic text locomotives in the time, but as you can see, we got some SIG. We have some SIGs on this. We also have a Class 445. Looks it. Right, let's notch it down now. I'll notch them off. There we go, yeah. See, I thought we'd go for something that might be more realistic for this train. This is set in 2005, probably maybe 2004, so quite good old 10 years ago. And I know SIGs were pretty much going out of service then, so you see less of the SIGs running. I think there is a few of the new Electrostar trains on this as well, just dotted about, just to add that little bit of realism, just going from one era to the other kind of thing. Wrong button. See, normally you'd A to accelerate up, and if you do A to accelerate up, you just drive the diesel motor. You have to do D and notch up the electric motor, as you can see I'm doing as we speak. Notching it up to get a bit more power to climb this hill and get up to the 40 mile per hour, be 45 very soon. As we can see, we are pulling Mark II coaches in intercity colours, the Gatwick Express, and as we can see we're carrying, what's it, 2, 4, 6, 8 coach. That's including the other coach at the end, this one lovely thing here, which is pretty much a luggage trailer. It can power itself, though, I believe. It is a EMU. It's in its virtual self. I'm not too sure which one it is. I should have done my research beforehand to see what everything is. But like I said, I knew this, the 73, and the other one is just. And I knew it used to have like a trailer car on the back. Some random reasons, I don't know about you, but the sound has just disappeared on this then. It may come back. I think when I did this, tried it out on the just using the normal career scenario mode, it was fine. I think it's just this scenario that it doesn't like working properly for some random reason, the sounds. Which is a shame, because this scenario looked quite an interesting one to drive. It was between this one and another one that was early morning one, and I thought about the early morning one, have a nice early morning one, but I thought, you know, let's have a bit of daylight, let's not be too dark and everything. I love how the track banks on this bit. When this route is getting a bit old as well, this London to Brighton route. I remember when it came out and it was quite it was different from at the time, that no other route was like this. It was most realistic and the most in depth in scenery. The only thing was, the consequence is it meant that it is a bit of a pig to run. It's very, very big files. So you could see my computer may stutter a little bit, but yes, at the time when it came out, I know it was a while ago now, you know, if you hadn't modernised your computer much, you were half going to struggle using this. Right, let's not show up. See another Gatwick Express going the other way. As we can see, the speed limit is now 60 miles per hour, so we'll speed up now. There you go, the motor has kicked in. It's a shame that it doesn't tell you like how much you've notched up and notched down. I know you can, like on a normal electric trains around these days, it would have something here that would show you the graph if you've gone too much in the red or amber. We're currently following 1 Foxtrot 20 bound for Littlehampton, delayed for about almost 20 minutes. It will be stopping at East Croydon before moving onto the slow line to prevent causing your service any more delays. So there we go, we may experience a bit of a delay. We're already running late according to the sign at the start. It's nothing really in this, as you can see. It just says a Gatwick reskin locomotive number. The person hasn't really put much detail in. They've released it onto Steam Workshop, like I said, but it hasn't put much detail in the writing they've done on the little blurs and like that. When it comes up on the menu, it's just blank, telling you how long the scenario is. It doesn't actually say this is blah blah blah. You know, it should do, but it doesn't, which is a bit of a shame. Obviously, someone didn't really notice that's what they had to do. I noticed they've done this version, which is the reskin version, and a non-reskin version. I've gone for the reskin version, as the reskin, it says that to do the reskin version, I have already got, so I thought, well, it wouldn't matter so much on the reskin version. See, I have got quite a bit of reskin trains at the moment. I try not having so many. I like to use the ones that came with Dovetail itself and stuff like that. Purchase ones, as you know, that other people would have them as well. But sometimes you get the reskin ones, are much more quality than the others. It like swings and roundabouts pretty much. You can see the other train's not too far away. The light just ahead of us now we're coming up to, which was showing double amber before we even come near then. I hope you're enjoying the variation of rolling stock on this scenario. I thought it, like I said, I thought it looked quite a good scenario with the variation of rolling stock, and quite realistic on the AI as well. So I thought it may be a very interesting scenario to run. Every time I've tried to make a scenario on this route, it always just, after I've put quite a good, let's say about 8-9 trains, it tends to like not want to load work properly for me when I make a scenario on this route. So hats off for people that can do it. It's just a shame my computer just doesn't like doing it. It just, or my rail works just don't want to do it. It just dumps the files like there's no tomorrow straight away after trying to do it. So it's a shame, because I would do quite a lot of scenarios making on this area. I'd also probably make a scenario though, because I know there is a route that combined the London to Brighton as well as the London South Network route together, and I would have done a scenario that links them both up, so you could go all the way to London Bridge, which would have been a quite interesting little run to go from, even if it's from Brighton to London Bridge, using the first couple to connect trains. It would be quite an interesting little run to do. But like I said, it was just one of those things that every time I try and do something like that, this route tends to kill me off. I don't know why. I don't have any problems with any other routes really, it's just this one. It's a bit of a weird one. Now we're going to be riding the ambers, looking like it. We are catching up with that train in front of us. Quite realistic being in London, riding ambers. Quite tight with the signalling. That's a single amber. Let's notch it down. Double amber, so we'll leave it at that. We'll just coast on through. Put it back on hold. Have a little bit of a notch. It's a single amber just on ahead, so won't be notching too much. We're just letting our train roll along. But yes, like I said, steam sale on at the moment, so buy yourself a bargain. Single amber, so let's notch her off. You could double amber, so should be fine. Like I said, steam sale, so grab yourself a bargain, even if it's on Train Simulator or on any other games you quite fancy. Like I said, most games have got a good percentage off, good amount of money off now. It's very worth getting it. You can even get, as I should promote it, as I do complete series on it on the Monday. City Emotions, of course. It would be in the Steam sale, so you can be able to buy that quite cheaply now. Which are going to be pretty much coasting along here as we got the ambers. I'm just going to have a quick look, show inside the coach. So here we go, inside the Mark II coach. Not too bad. Won't stay in there too long, we're riding ambers at the moment. Another single amber. I can see a red ahead. It's just changed. Which roll on by. Of course, the train in front of us is going to be stopping at East Croydon, so we won't pill up too much speed. There we go, another SIG going past. It is quite nice having that, like, it just puts in a bit of like the old days. I'm looking, I will try and get a scenario done, because I know one too long ago was Network Southeast 30 years ago when it started up, and I was aiming to try and do a scenario for it then, and I just haven't got around to doing it. So I will try and get around to doing it very soon. It's quite quiet when you just have this coasting. Nearly missed that AWS then. Just gone up to double amber. It's gone notcher up a little. Because you probably found we have trains behind us as well, so we don't want to delay them too much as well. It's quite an interesting little way. It's been a very, very busy week for me. I haven't really had too much chance to do much video recording and everything. At the moment, I'm been sorting myself out for moving again. I know it's not long ago I moved. I said a while ago when I was starting trying to do the videos, and it was a bit of disruption moving from one place to another and everything. And yeah, recently sad to say, where I'm at the moment living, contract is going to be up, and the person is selling their house at the moment, and when they hoping to move in here. So instead of running on a bit of uncertainty, like how long we can be here and everything. Keep going in the wrong one there. Instead of running on a bit of uncertainty, like not knowing how long we'll be here and this, that, the other, we've decided to move on, find another place, and thankfully we've managed to find somewhere. It's only about like 6 doors down from where we're living at the moment, so quite an easy move house for sure. I've recently been accepted on that, so I'm looking forward to that, but it does mean that we will be moving again. The next thing I'll have to do is try and contact Sky, try and move all my stuff that well, at the moment we have Sky TV, we also have Sky Internet, that's what we use at the moment. They were one of the quicker ones that can actually get us connected, which is quite a funny thing. Compared to they generally send BT over to connect you, they were being quicker than BT. So that was quite good. But just to top everything up, my mobile phone actually has completely failed on me recently. Just stopped working. Nothing I could do about that. It just died. Been having problems with it, like with its software lately. And then recently, it just I couldn't be at the start of this week. Right, obviously it's just cleared onto the slower lines. The speed are up. Recently, it just all of a sudden wouldn't let me phone out, which, you know, it's a bit of a contradiction. You got a phone that doesn't phone. You know what I mean? It's not a very good thing to have. But recently, I kept going on with it, thinking I need to sort it out, and then recently it just literally failed completely. Just had it. It just that was it. It had just died on me, and nothing I can do about it. It kept crashing every time I tried to do anything on it, and now it just would not reboot. It just kept crashing. and just drained its whole battery life out, and that was it. End of the phone. Let's not show up. It's a beautiful end train these are. Not very popular, I know, for a fact, these things. You don't often see, like, I know my local steam railway near me has quite a few of these Class 73s, but they're not like not a big attraction of people. I know quite a few people. I quite enjoy seeing them, but yeah, no, you don't get a massive amount. You won't get a big crowd coming to see these compared to like a 37 and stuff like that. These are quite quite a unique thing because it's dual voltage, and at the end of the day it can run on like third rail, but also well, dual voltage, but it's dual powered, you know. It can run on third rail, but it can also run on its diesel motors. I suppose it's pretty similar to the Class 800, I believe it's going to be called, the new Hitachi train, which runs on its overhead as well as a diesel motor. I don't know if anyone's seen that. It came out yesterday. I saw a lot of photos of it. I saw Great Western Railway actually ran one from Reading to London, actually in a passenger service in their livery recently. So that is interesting to see. I wouldn't mind going around, try and find out where that runs and go and see it. But I'm pretty sure I'll be at the point where I'll be going, oh, well, I'll see that soon enough, as it will be the replacement of the HSTs, which is quite a shame. It's one of my favourite type of class to see. Like I said before, I went off to St Philip's Marsh to see the open day, to see all of them lined up there. Let's try and get this notched up a bit more. Don't want to notch up anymore. We'll just have to leave it at that. We are slowly speeding up anyway, so. Got an interesting little horn on this. But no, like I said before, you know, it's quite interesting seeing these. Interesting to see the Great Western trains. Western Railways trains Class 800, so keep your eyes out for that now at the moment, if you're into your modern trains. Should also say, when I was also saying about my steam railway not far away from me, I did miss one of the steam railways that's near me. I missed their little gala recently. I just ended up being so busy this weekend trying to finalise everything out, and I said to a good friend of mine that I would meet up with him like this last weekend, and I completely forgot about there was a steam. You had the different steam, all the pannier engines at the Blenavon steam railway, which I would have loved to gone to see, but I just got so rushed just forgot all about it, you know. Just ended up doing loads of other stuff, which is a shame. But yeah, it just one of those things. It just happened, and but I will be going to my other local railway down there, Steam Gala. If anyone's around in the local area, nearby the Forest of Dean, and interested in your steam trains, good one to go and see. Another Gatwick Express going past then. Yeah, you've got a good lineup, and this weekend they also, they're running a load of steam engines in the to celebrate how long the flour mill depot. Not many of you know about it. It's a workshop, I should say. It's a workshop. The that turned around and which restores a lot of steam engines, and they're running steam engines that was restored there at the Forest Dean Railway. Which, so it has the BT Wells tank, the T9, and the Met 1. All three of those have been restored at the flour mill, and they're all running at the Forest Dean Railway this weekend and next weekend as well. But this weekend you can go up and take the Heritage bus that will be connecting you up and go around the flour mill as well. So I recommend, if you're quite interested in looking seeing how things are done and looking around depots and stuff like that and workshops, I probably would recommend going up and going along there if you're in the local area, not far away, or fancy a little day trip out towards the Forest of Dean. Would recommend it. I'm hopefully going to go up there this Saturday. Tomorrow. This Saturday. Pretty much is tomorrow. Going to go and have a look because the weather looks a bit better Saturday than Sunday for this weekend. But yeah, it's only marginally better, I should say, not fully. But no, it should be a good one to see. Be interesting. The BT Wells tank has been there before, because they would be also running their Panny Prairie they've got. But I've never seen Met 1 there, or the T9, so it'd be an interesting one for me to see. These are trains that I've not seen there before, so I don't think they have been there, to be honest, but I won't say, I'm not too sure. We'll say that before I have people stand around and say, your facts are wrong. I can't be guaranteed fact there. But yeah, no, it should be a good little one. Like I said, if you're in the local area and everything, good one to go and see. Like I said, I shall be there. I shall be there just going around, taking photos and riding the trains. So yeah, there'd be a good one out. Good day out. But yes, at the moment I haven't forgot to do it. I was still, just this week it's been so busy I haven't been able to do it. I know I was in the middle recently, I don't know if I said that to anyone. I was doing this, I don't know if I said it in the last video, I can't remember now. But I was doing a scenario on the a free download route on the London to West Midlands, London to Birmingham pretty much, which is looks a very interesting route, very freeware. A lot of DLC you need to run it, but if you have it, it looks a beautiful one to go along, and I've had a good old look around on it. And of course you can download it on UK Train Sim, but I will recommend that if you're going to go and get it from UK Train Sim, I would recommend you to purchase a pass for a month or something like that, or how long you would like it, or even go in and buy something from their shop that will also help you have a pass for the month. Only because if you try and download it for free, apart from you got the queues that you normally get, it will take, when I was trying to do it before, when I had a look to try and do it, it would take a good time of 12 hours, 12 and a half, 13 hours. So yeah, it's one of those ones that if you're going to download it, you download a night, and if you're like my computer at that one time that night when I was trying to do it then, well actually on the computer, it was the internet at that time, actually went down while it was trying to do that, and it corrupted the file, so it meant that I had nothing, I would have had to start downloading again. So of course, like I said, I would recommend, if you're going to download that, buy the pass. It's only about £3 for the month, so it's unlimited downloads then, so it's quite good for that. very good if you hoping to download quite a lot of stuff from UK Train Sim. But yes, it's wood route. But yeah, it looks a very good route. Like I said, I'm in the middle of doing a scenario for that. I'm also in the middle of doing a scenario for Just Trains Newcastle to Edinburgh. Don't worry, I haven't forgot. I have just so much to do and so much and just so little time at the moment. This week I was hoping for a bit of a respite, but it hasn't happened because there's been a lot of other stuff. Like, maybe I haven't been in work. I've been in work quite a bit, but I've had a lot more time after work to do stuff. You'd think, oh, not finishing so late or starting later on, but I have the morning to do something, and you know, you think, oh, that's going to be good, but it's just backfired on me because it's just one of those things that every time I try and do something around that for it, it's just I've ended up doing something like needing to do something else. Like I said before, sort my phone out, try and get that sorted out on the insurance to go off to get fixed. Also, like, sort out the our stuff to get ready to move on from our flat at the moment to a house, and sort everything out for that, and sort the references out for that. It's been one of those busy days. You know, it's just been a bit ridiculous week. But like you said, luckily, it doesn't affect the City in Motion's 2 videos on the Cardiff map, as they are all pre-recorded them, so that's quite, you know, it's very good pre-recording them and make sure that we can work quite well. Let's put a bit more braking on. We've got the 40 mph speed limit coming up. At least those brakes a bit more. So we're coming up to the Amber. We're going to be crossing over, coming up to the Gatwick Airport. Destination, as this is the Gatwick Express. But yeah, hopefully I'll get around to finishing off my scenarios that I've been trying to be doing and everything. So you would see the London to Birmingham route on the West Coast Main Line, freeway route, and also the Just Trains Edinburgh to Newcastle route. So yeah, hopefully I'll get a bit of time. I didn't see that 30 coming up. That's good enough. I can slow down for that. So yeah, it'd be interesting one to. They would be an interesting scenarios when I finish them to do. One based. Well, really, I won't say what one's based in and everything like that. I'll let you enjoy it when it comes, because it'd be quite something when you watch. Don't want to spoil the surprise of how it is all going to go. Right, let's try and remember we are in a 9-car service, 8-car service, so that is our stopping point. Don't think we're going to stop there in time, to be honest, but there we go, shot over the stop mark. But there we go, I wasn't really paying too much attention. And that is it. Let's put that. That. Take the bar away. Actually, I might move the camera over like that. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is a quite quick little run on the Class 73. We on the Gatwick Express. Good job, driver. Take a short break before taking the service back into London Victoria at 1300 hours. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed that little run on that. Like I said, if you haven't seen already and fancy buying this, I recommend to buy it this train, or even Train Simulator 2016. Best time to buy it now, as it's the Steam sale. You get a nice discount. I believe this thing, the 73's only got like a 30% discount, 20%, not a massive discount. So sadly say it's not a massive one as they normally do, but other ones I believe Train Simulator is on about 50%, maybe 60% actually off. So, and quite a lot of stuff on DLC which you've seen me play on here, 50% off. So good time to get it. Won't actually burn a hole in your pocket so much now, unlike if you bought it full price all the time. So that's it from me. Well, hopefully you've enjoyed that. If you have, please don't forget to put a like below. If you anything you'd like to ask about this video or any other videos, or suggest any other scenarios or routes for me to try out, please don't hesitate to comment below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Should also say that in the description, if you also want to keep up to date with myself and my channel and everything like that, you should see in the link below there. In the description there is a link to my Facebook page, so you can follow me on Facebook. Just give a little like in the group and you'll be able to follow everything on there. And also my Twitter, you can follow me on there too. So hopefully you've enjoyed that run, like I said before. Also don't forget, Mondays, City Emotions 2, for those people that quite enjoy watching that. I think we're on part 3 this Monday, so I'm getting along on that. So that should be an enjoyable one. I've got a funny feeling that is making a trolley bus route. So, bit of a spoiler there. Should be back next Friday on this Train Simulator 2016. Hopefully I'll get around, have a bit of time to go and start doing off the scenarios like I said I've been trying to do, and then we'll be able to run them next Friday for us all to enjoy either the Just Trains Newcastle to Edinburgh route, or the freeware route that you can get from UK Train Sim, London Euston to Birmingham New Street. So that's it from me. Hope you've enjoyed. Until next time, bye for now.